The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 4, Nasdaq down 28, S&P's up 7.5, gold down $5, traded at $15.45 an ounce. You get silver down 16 cents, $17.83 an ounce, and a light sweet crude up 17 cents, $58.28 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year up 6 ticks, 129.04. The 30-year up a half a point or 16 ticks at 157.24. And King Dollar up 103 ticks, trading 97.449. Euro is at 111. The yen is at 109, almost 110, and the pound is at 130 to 1 U.S. dollar. And needless to say, J.P. Morgan, kicks off the bank earnings. And there's no doubt they crushed this number, folks. J.P. Morgan's up $3 right now. It's going after its high. Its high out here is, let's see what we got here. We got 140.110. And right now you're at 140.47. And guess what? It's 9:30 in the morning, right?
That's right.
9:30.
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. That's 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock. That's right. It's a bull bear hour.
That is the name of our show. We're there.
Let's go over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks at TD Ameritrade. Think or Swim as we do every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And don't forget, folks, every trading day right here, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time, you want to understand the options market. You want to understand option strategies, futures, outstanding program. You're right at TFNN right now. If you haven't test-driven the Think or Swim platform, real easy to do. Hit the banner, bring it up. They'll allow you to trade paper money. You can follow Kevin and his team every trading day. As our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks, likes to say, it's the most wonderful time of the year.
Some action, man.
Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Hey, you stole my opening line.
I'm
what are you
sorry.
doing? Come on.
Listen, man, I think about you so much with that line because I love that movie too. You know what
I know. And it's all about what interests each person, right? And when I see J.P. Morgan coming out with earnings and Citigroup and Wells Fargo, and tomorrow morning we'll get Goldman and Bank of America. I know it's the beginning of earnings season, so that always gets my heart rate up a little bit, gives me a good reason to turn on the computer and get moving this morning.
No.
So J.P. Morgan did its job. Clearly one of the largest, most comprehensive retail bankers in the country is just killing it. So big numbers. We'll get Goldman tomorrow. I mean, this is a good start, even though the market's not really playing along. The bank's pretty good start, unless, of course, you're Wells Fargo.
Yeah,
exactly. And what's intriguing here, folks? This is something to keep your head wrapped around. We talk with Kevin, of course, just about every trading day. And you've seen the aspect of the equity market as well as the option market move ahead with total transparency. Well, J.P. Morgan came in, their bond trading desk, came in with monster numbers. But something I want you to understand is this. The bond market is still non-transparent. That's why they can make so much money in the bond market, because you're not talking treasuries here. You're talking about corporate bonds that, 2 or 3 ticks on a bid and an offer a corporate bond is just monster money. And they did it. I just want you to understand what the difference is. It's not like you and I trading or Kevin trading. That spread is such a huge spread in the bond market. Like you're a corporation, you don't even know what your bonds are trading for. Within the 3 or 4 ticks, but 3 or 4 ticks times billions of dollars is hundreds of billions of dollars.
Sure.
Right, exactly. Living and dying, or mostly living off the bid ask, is a way a lot of these guys make their living. They don't take down a lot of inventory. They're just creating a two-sided market, buying on the bid, selling on the ask, playing that margin between the two.
Yeah.
And there's, as you know, Tom, there's how many different kinds of bond instruments that you can trade, both government bonds, notes, corporate bonds, tax-free munis. I mean, there's a lot of different vehicles you can trade in the bond sector.
No doubt, no doubt. And you can see, the Treasury market just won't give it up either. I mean, it's,
Right.
in fact.
Well, I mean, today's number, think about this. In the last few days, since last Friday and now today, the two biggest inflation data points of the month are out, and neither of them helped you. If you're looking for any type of bond sell-off, bond future sell-off, rise in yields. I mean, the wage part of the non-farm payrolls missed, and now you had inflation today, both of them a little light. Both month-over-month numbers a little light on the numbers. So both those, now we're through two of the biggest inflation readings, and you didn't get any help.
That's pretty amazing, too, when we know there's so much cash swooshing around, right? I mean, it really is amazing.
Yeah.
And it's like, I can understand why people say that, hey, wait, it's not in the food market, and it's not. But the bottom line is that, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I mean, good food costs more money, but evidently everything else smooths out, because these production gains are so big with technology, right? I mean, it's There's
just a lot of reasons. And what I tell people is, if you're not sure about it, go to the Bureau of Labor Statistics and read the report on CPI. It's fascinating because they break it down by group.
Yes.
Where prices are rising, where they're stable, where they're actually decreasing.
Oh, that's
because
pretty
these
cool.
muted inflation numbers, they're muted for a reason.
Yeah, I got to do that. That's pretty cool, man. Because break it down by group is, that's a great indicator. Even if folks who are opening a business or you're doing something as to where's the demand coming in from, and where you may get pricing power.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't do you any harm, and it's free. You go to the website and print out the PDF form on CPI and just read through the data. It's fascinating.
Nice. So I know we're in earnings season now. What are we going to be talking about today?
Today we'll go over Bank of America. We'll go over Goldman Sachs, and then Lifefolio is going to break down, because we're in the banking part of earnings. They're going to break down Apple Pay and all the payment. They're going to compare and contrast all the payment vehicles.
Nice.
Yes.
The future of payments.
Oh,
Future of banking, exactly, Tommy.
No doubt. Yeah, and you can see Visa just bought a firm
Plaid,
yesterday.
I believe it is, or Plaid.
And now listen to this number, folks. This is pretty amazing. It's $5.3 billion. Now that is just the opposite of like a WeWork, because this was only valued at half of this a year ago.
Okay.
On the private market.
Okay.
But bottom line is that they did it, man. And that Plaid is like a tools that they use inside.
Yeah, it's the technology that some of those startups are using. Yeah.
Pretty amazing, right?
Yeah. Big money, $5 billion, 5.3.
$5 billion, $1 billion here, $1 billion there, Kevin.
Visa making sure they're in the future of payments and not getting left behind.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's such a fascinating evolution of how people buy things and how people use money.
And how about Tesla? Almost 100 billion market cap, man.
Yeah.
You sent me the article. You sent me the article.
The definition of insanity right now.
Yeah,
is the Tesla market. Look at the chart.
We just pulled it up, Kevin. We got it
and
up.
Tell me
man.
they're not squeezing those shorts.
We'll put this next to the definition from momentum.
You talking about a squeeze? 18.47% still, folks.
100 and oof, man.
Right here, folks. 45 minutes from now, outstanding show. Kevin, you have a great one, safe one. Look forward to the show in 45 minutes.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Thanks, Kevin.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow up 23, Nasdaq down 13, S&P's up 4.5. We gold down 580. So let's go take a look at this J.P. Morgan, right? I mean, this was just phenomenal.
Yeah,
numbers,
I was thinking it had to be a good day in the executive suite of J.P. Morgan, man.
My God,
Yeah.
right?
And it usually is on earnings day for them, but
yeah.
I mean, it's just mammoth, man. That's so fixed income trading 3.45. They were coming in at 2.44.
Almost $1 billion over, right?
Yeah.
So that's year over year.
And
so it is $1 billion over year.
No, the estimate was 2.44. It's plus 86% year over year. So it's even bigger year over year, I think.
Amazing.
Yeah. And that's 90 days. Keep in mind, that's not like yearly. That's an extra $1 billion,
God.
90 days. $1 billion is 1,000 millions, just to put it in context. And that's 90 days, right? Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
You get net interest income, $14 billion. Estimate was 13.95.
Yep.
Sales and trading, $1.15 billion.
Yeah, 1.551.
Estimate was 1.41.
Again, that's an extra 100 million
Jesus.
over 90 days.
Yeah.
Just everywhere.
Yeah.
And the stock reacting as you'd expect, man, up $3 from about 137. So you took it at almost 2% to the upside.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
And I expect this will go after the high. It's right next to it. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. 141 and change, right?
Yeah.
141.10. We're sitting about $1 away. We made it up to 140.76. Nice job. I just wanted to show pre-market too when we were in here. So how about Tesla, man? Tesla all night just trades higher. Right at the open, touches that 547. It's sold off since then. But just looking at some of the reaction, right? So Citi, they had their earnings out about 8 a.m., pulled back a bit, but Citi up 2.2%. JP Morgan as well, because they pulled back, but then you got the pop on the open as well.
Did they? Okay.
You see that? You were higher, you pulled back, and then boom, right on the open, man, you trade higher. Wells Fargo on the flip side, boy, oh boy, down 3%. They have a ton of excuses as to why.
That legal bill was intense, man.
And, when you get caught doing what they're doing, man, they're going to have billions in legals.
Yeah.
So that fell apart. Delta Airlines, out with their earnings, we can pull it out as well. up almost 5%. cheaper fuel prices. One of the things they mentioned, fueling some profits. Let me just.
And you know what happens with Delta too is that they have their own facility, which is amazing. They bought their own refinery years ago, so they really. This is where I guess if the spread, remember the crack, if that's where they can make money.
So they don't operate the Boeing 737 MAX. Also, probably a helpful factor, of course.
That's a huge deal.
So fourth quarter profits topped expectations, lower fuel prices, strong travel demand, particularly for high-priced premium tickets lifted Delta's results and boosted shares more than 4%. And so then they go into how they're not into the 737 MAX.
That's a huge one.
Yeah, so adjusted earnings, $1.70 a share. They were looking for $1.40 for expectations.
Good number.
Not bad. Net income, $1.1 billion, up 8% from the fourth quarter of 2018. And revenues in the 3 months rose 6.5% from a year earlier. Revenues, $11.44 billion, slightly above. I mean, just huge, man. So Delta benefited from cheaper fuel and the unwinding of its minority stake in a Brazilian carrier. And they expect unit revenues to be flat to up 2% in the first quarter of 2020. So quite a move.
Look at that, too. That's interesting.
Let me pull it up,
They went from, it has the Delta benefited from cheaper fuel and unwinding the minority stake in one Brazilian carrier, and they're invested in the competitor.
Yes.
Oh, man. Imagine that. That's quite a turn. Right?
Yeah.
You know, you're in that market. it's
Trading
like,
out
Yeah.
losers for winners, maybe.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Seriously. So if we go into, I guess we go into the Dow, it's going to be J.P. Morgan. Dow's the only one that is just barely in the positive here, but I suspect that's probably should be putting some juice into it.
There you go.
Yeah, that's the one. So we get J.P. Morgan, putting 18 positive points. American Express, 5. Nike, 5. Taken away from it. Disney, 6. J&J, 6. Nothing big over the other
Chevron,
side.
ExxonMobil, oil's been pulling back a bit. Maybe some of those oil.
This oil story is something else.
Oh, it sure is, man.
You know, it's...
Like we were talking about yesterday, you know, if you can't get an acceleration in prices, not even get an acceleration, you just traded from 66 to, I think we got a 57 handle.
Yeah.
And that is with, I mean, I know you can say that tensions have de-escalated.
Yeah.
But boy, oh boy, you know, I wouldn't get caught up in a 24 to a 48-hour news cycle of de-escalations when wars can take months, or if not years.
Yeah.
You know, to see a retaliation, and hopefully not, but just
it says it all.
Yeah.
You know, it really does. It's pretty amazing.
You have protests in Iran in the streets over there. All of that stuff, right?
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of moving parts. Well, of course, a lot of moving parts around the world, but there's a lot of moving parts there. Beyond Meat,
How about it, right? I saw this at the top, one of the most traded stocks.
Yeah.
Made it to a high of 135. Paired those gains. I'm just going to see where we were. We might have even been higher.
I think it's up $60 in like in 5 days.
So 135.
It started at $75, I think.
Yeah, look at right there. So we're going back to the 7th, which was
like 5 trading
Tuesday.
days ago, right?
So last Tuesday, a week ago. It was at $74. It opened at. We're trading at 126. And to jump back, now we've done these comparisons before, right? In terms of
with Tyson.
Tyson,
right? Yeah.
So we're now looking at a $7.6 billion company. And what is it, TSN, I believe? It's not going to be as ridiculous because Beyond made it up to, what was it, 250, I think? 33 billion, but BYND.
And this is another one, folks, that, you know, can really go a lot higher because that short position is incredible.
Okay.
I mean, oh my God, with 5 days going up 75, 5 days, what, $50, $75? I mean, it's still an outrageous amount.
Yeah, it's $50.
Look at this, 1 out of every 4 shares is short.
Yep.
You know, but that's a huge problem.
It sure is.
You know, I mean, that jams the thing in a huge way.
Yeah, and what's, I mean, I know it's just been...
China comments on executives' China comments. See what they had to say.
Wait, sorry, where are
Top one.
Oh, okay.
Beyond Meat rose 10% following a report that fake meat maker hopes to expand into the Chinese mainland. That's all I had to say.
I guess.
I'm going to China. Hey,
Look at what he
boost
says.
my price.
He even says, we haven't announced anything, but we're expected to do something this year. It's quite a statement.
Oh, they know how to pump it, man.
Yeah.
It,
Yeah, I would expect your eye in China, man.
oh, there's no doubt.
So China represents 27% of the world's meat consumption by volume, and we want to be as aggressive as we can. Yeah, I would expect. I mean, any CEO in a growth stock, okay, is going to be as aggressive as they can.
Oh, for sure.
That's what,
you want to be in China.
Yeah.
You know,
You
bottom
better
line
believe
is you can just be in one of their cities, and if you get something they want, guess what? You're going to do some business, man.
Just ask Elon and the
Yeah.
Tesla shareholders.
Big time.
You produce some cars in China, and they give you almost $100 billion market cap. Not
How's
bad.
that?
Not bad.
Dow Industrials up 8, Nasdaq down 14, S&P's off 6.5. There, right there, folks. Come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow up 22, Nasdaq down 11, S&P's down 5.5, and LSU did it, huh?
They sure did. So we got a new college champion in the world of college football, man. Congrats to LSU. Joe Burrow, their quarterback, getting a lot of headlines today, but that whole team, man, it seems like the offense, one of their receivers, it's too bad I can't remember his name right now. He had 2 touchdowns, like 190 yards or something. So the QB always gets the headlines, but I'm sure he has a great offensive line, coordinators, coaches, all that deal. But boy, oh boy, this guy, he's Joe Burrow. So it's kind of a cool story, and then he went from kind of a nobody back up at Ohio State.
Really?
So many great backups, right?
Yeah.
One comes to mind, Tom Brady, backup in
I
college
know.
at Michigan, right? You know, it's really tough to go into one of these top college
Totally.
programs,
Right.
Because there's only one guy, and usually they're recruiting 2, 3, 4 quarterbacks that could play almost
That are
anywhere.
fabulous. Yeah, right.
And so he transfers from Ohio State, goes to LSU,
Wow.
comes out of nowhere, wins the Heisman by I think almost unanimous. Throws 5 touchdowns last night for like 400+ yards, and they were down by 10 points, I think, and they came back on like a 35-7 finish to the game, and. That would have been Clemson. Clemson was going for 3 championships out of 4 years, man. They had quite a run themselves.
Wow.
And he's going to be the #1 pick, all but assured, for Cincinnati. It looks like he's coming in the draft. They'll get him. Pretty cool.
And you had 2 Tigers. They're both, which was
LSU and Clemson.
I was watching the beginning of the reviews and all that, and that was pretty cool because they actually had a whole. They're showing their similar Tigers. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know, so it's pretty cool.
Now, how about have you heard of this story?
What is this now?
The sign stealing?
Oh yeah, this is a monster.
This sure is, man. As if we're going a little sports update.
Yeah.
Let me just pause.
Trash
that.
cans.
I know,
Clicking
man,
together
right?
trash cans. Listen to this, folks.
When
This is-
billions are at stake, man, anything's in play. And so you have the Astros for their 2017 championship getting caught stealing signs. They had quite an elaborate system going on. And it was basically they had a camera set up in center field. Do you see this? So they had a camera set up center field.
Yeah.
They're watching the signs. They relay it to the dugout,
Right.
whether it was a phone, watch, text. The dugout then uses a trash can, bangs it,
Right.
signals the batter. And the Astros, I believe, beat the Yankees in the World Series by winning all 4 games at home.
Amazing.
And that's got to be a tough one for the Yanks,
Right.
justifiably, man. You know, and so you have.
And they were doing this all year, folks.
Yeah.
This wasn't like just for the World Series.
And I believe they had the MVP for their team that year. And so you have the coach and GM getting suspended for a year.
Yeah.
They are then fired by the team.
Right.
Where it ties into Boston is their manager, Cora, was the bench coach at the time, who was pretty instrumental, it looks like, from the reports coming out. Now, the Red Sox are being investigated for sign stealing in 2018. They won the championship in 2018.
Oh, my God. Seriously?
Yes, so Cora is expected to get a very harsh penalty himself. That's only being held off because the Red Sox investigation is still pending.
Wow.
It doesn't get much more
pretty
intricate
intense.
than this whole deal.
So you get the camera out in center field.
Yep.
Going on the catcher.
Yep.
Getting the signs.
I mean, it's pretty simple when you think about it, right?
I'm with you.
You got a camera, you're doing it. Now, here's the thing. Sign stealing is legal as long as you're not using technology. You can be on second base, right?
Okay.
And be trying to look around the pitcher.
Yeah.
You can try and be signaling the batter from
Okay.
the rules.
Okay.
But you can't be running like a high-tech type of
Wow.
operation.
Okay, that's interesting.
Just so that everyone is
Right.
aware of exact rules. And you know, the other side of this, that just to talk about, right? No players are punished. You got players that are just making tens of millions of dollars every year, benefiting tremendously from this.
Right.
Where's the incentive for the players not to do this if it just falls on the coaches?
Right.
You have coaches just making boku bucks anyway.
Right.
1 year suspension, not a big deal.
Yeah.
No wins forfeited. Houston still has the championship here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nothing. Right. It's just like a bank getting fined for fraud.
Pretty sure the Houston owner not happy this morning.
Yeah.
But
happy.
if you got to do it all over again and you had to give up the championship, I'm sure that that's a calculated risk. So we'll see how it plays out.
That's
but boy,
pretty
oh boy,
wild.
that's going to be a story that persists, especially because of how it. And Major League Baseball, they like offense, man. So like it's almost in their inherent deal too. They like dingers, they like batting. Okay, so they got a lot of good batting. Now they're not getting a lot of press right now, and there will be an asterisk on this championship. And depending on the investigation of the 2018 Sox, man, maybe there'll be an asterisk there because, boy, these batters are so good that if you ever know what pitch is coming, man, it's a no-brainer.
It's huge.
That's it.
No,
That's not fair.
There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
That's pretty intense, man.
Yeah, and the fact that the Astros won all 4 games at home to win the World Series, Quite an asterisk show they'll have in the World Series. Yeah.
Amazing. Let's go see what we know that Beyond Meat is the #1 traded stock out here, volume-wise today. You get Bank of America, that's up 45 cents. I think they're coming out with numbers tomorrow.
They are,
right?
yes.
Okay. Wells Fargo down $1.80. Look at Tesla. Tesla up $16. Pinterest, what's going on? We'll have to check that out. It's up $1.46.
Okay.
$21 stock.
Yep.
Citigroup's up $1.85. Delta 2. So let's go to Pinterest. What's happening here? So this equity here, they're coming out with numbers on the 14th of
Valentine's
February.
Day.
Yeah. Oh, it's been a dog.
It sure has.
Yeah. Seriously.
No real headlines, man.
No.
Yeah.
No. Just ready to basically do a little bounce.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's been a one-way trip for this equity the last 6 months, folks.
Sure
I
has,
mean,
man.
You're talking 36 to 20.
And I'm just guessing that maybe that was their last earnings, October.
Yeah.
Because boy, oh boy.
And then let's just put it this way. Yeah, so 21 bucks. What'd this go public at? 19. Well,
Okay.
well,
Yeah, not the end of the world as
No.
compared with some of them, right?
no.
How about, because what else? Was it Smile Direct, right?
Yes.
They,
They're going to start selling the orthodontics, I believe.
yeah, and what was interesting here, so they're going to start selling teeth straightening products to dentists and orthodontists, putting it in direct competition with one-time partner Align. So a supply pact with Align limited Smile Direct to selling its products only online and in retail shops expired at the end of 2019. Ooh. That's what I did. Yeah, so pretty cool how this all plays out. With our agreement with Align now expired, we're no longer obligated to stay in the direct-to-consumer channel.
Okay.
We're excited to expand our offering. Maybe Align made a little bit of a miscalculation there, bringing Smile Direct to the level and then letting them flourish. We're excited to expand our offering. So they make 3D printed aligners that are custom fit to patients based on impressions, made in shops or at home.
Huh?
Company says that more than 750,000 people have used its teeth straightening product since it was founded in 2014. So Smile will now sell
3D printed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool, man.
So directly to members of a profession that once tried to stop it. Some traditional orthodontists have warned consumers about the possible dangers, and the industry's main trade association filed complaints. So direct to dentists, the move puts them in a head-to-head competition with Align, which sued the company in 2015 for patent infringement. The suit eventually dropped, and Align became an investor. Just interesting.
Oh.
That's it. Yeah, maybe we can touch on it a little.
ALGN. Let's see what's happening with Align.
As you would.
Down
They
$5.
paired some of it though.
Yeah, let's still at highs.
It's $10 off the loafer today.
Still plenty of spread. New business,
There's
right?
a lot of business in that teeth business.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
If you're in the CD market and looking for a secure investment, the Tiger First Mortgage Program may work for you. The security for these first mortgages are building lots in the tax opportunity zone in St. Petersburg, Florida. The Tax Act of 2018 set up tax-free zones across the country where you can build and hold for 10 years and pay no tax on the profits, which makes these lots valuable. The investment is anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000. The interest paid is 7% yearly, paid on a monthly basis. According to Bankrate.com, the best rate for a 4-year CD in the country as of February 20th is 3.1%. A $50,000 investment at a normal 4-year CD rate of 3.1% would give you income of $1,550 per year or $6,200 over the 4-year period. That same $50,000 investment in the Tiger First Mortgage Program would give you $3,500 per year or $14,000 over the 4 years. Which would you prefer, $6,200 or $14,000 of interest on your investment? If you would like more information about the Tiger First Mortgage Program, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 67. Oh, something just happened to the Dow.
Yeah.
Nasdaq.
Where's
down,
JP Morgan?
Yeah, Nasdaq down 10. S&P's.
Where are we?
Off
Let's see
1.
what's moving.
So let's just see what moved that baby, because we were only up 20.
Yep,
And-
2.3% now versus 2%.
Yep.
Yep, 21. Boeing. What's happened with Boeing, man?
Boeing jumped in. Okay, so let's see. That's all it takes.
Yeah,
Yeah, slightly.
definitely. Yep.
Let's go to Mark, and he may be in Mali, Africa. That's what it looks like. What's happening, Mark?
Yeah, I'm in West Africa, and anyway, I shorted the hell out of the market. Well, just say I shorted it. I bought the January 31st, 329 put on the SPY.
Okay, so you're at the money. You're at 327 right now. When is the expiration? Is it this month?
Yeah, 31st.
Okay. Well, God bless you. It's going to be a tight, it's going to be a tight one. I mean, I guess the way that to play this out, I mean, the positive part here is that you had JP Morgan blow everything away, and, it's still just reaching up to get its highs. That, I would say, is counterintuitive of what you'd think would happen here. Do you know what I mean? But, we know that, the market's only down 3 points. It just seems like every sell-off, they keep shaking it out, so,
No, I'm thinking about getting the principal off the table today.
Well, so you get the SPY. So, well, I mean, are you in the money yet? Because these things haven't moved that much.
When did you
Doesn't
get into
matter,
this
though.
trade, Mark?
The premium went up on them.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, I'd get the principal off the table, because the one good thing about what he's doing, folks, is he's trading the SPY in the money in the option market. So what does happen is that with the expiration being the third week of January,
No, 31st.
31st. So you get the weeklies then. You must have the weeklies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what does happen is that your delta is probably almost a 1-for-1 right now. It's pretty close to it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, take the principal, man. Listen, in the option market, you can take the principal and you have a trade that you don't have any risk at. That's pretty intense. I mean, that's as good as you can get, right? Because
No, listen, I did the same thing a few weeks ago when we talked. I took the GLD, sold those calls,
Sure.
and flipped around, waited a day or two, and bought the puts.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, I mean, look at, I'm growling and prowling in West Africa, and there is some lions and tigers here.
Oh, there definitely is. In fact, and you know, and that's where, you know, it used to be Rango Resources, and now, of course, it's Barrick Gold, but that's where they got a huge position, right in Mali. I mean, that's right outside of that.
Well, I'm talking to them guys.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty sick when you think about what we're doing here. You would not believe it. Someday I'll show you.
That's a beautiful thing. Well, listen, man, you have a great one, the safe one. We appreciate the call, Mark.
Wow.
Let's go to another tiger, Mark in Fort Collins. What's happening, brother?
Not too much. How you guys doing?
Morning, Mark.
Doing good, man. Yourself?
I'm doing good. I wanted to look at a little of that green stuff for breakfast.
Yeah.
A little cash, a little cannabis, all the above.
Little cannabis. Let's take a look at Canopy, and there's no doubt this Canopy, folks. Okay.
What happened yesterday? That was quite a pop, yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's up from $13. So this is like a classic.
And it's also down from like what, 50 though?
Oh yeah. Now the low for the years, last 12 months is 13.81. The high's 52. What I mean by a classic, you're gonna see that this thing came right back into where it broke out from. You know, just I gotta bring this back like 5 years, I think.
No, I think that's
Well,
yeah, that gets it.
So you're gonna see,
see.
right? What is that? That's
December 17.
yeah, December 17. It was $15. It went to 13, I think. Yeah, 13.81.
Yep.
And you get juice here. Yeah, I think that, you know, this is a nice setup for at least a bounce, Mark. Okay, I mean, because it's already did it. It
Got in the low 19s like 4 or 5 days ago, like 1930. And so I'm just riding it right now. Looks like it's got maybe even an ABC up potentially on the weekly that gets it to maybe the 26 range. Let me know what your thoughts are on that.
Yeah, no, I like that. I mean, you know, normally what I do is I just kind of, when something bounces like this, I want to see where the last time with volume on the way down, because they always extend themselves further on the way down and the way up. And that's 26.92. I mean, that won't be
at August 15th above.
Yeah, I mean, that won't be hard to bounce to that area, you know, because we've been down so dramatically. Do you know what I mean? The cool thing is, you know, when you do get a bounce going, folks, okay, of an equity that has been killed like this, the way that I normally look at it is that, okay, it doesn't mean that you get a full turnaround, but you just got over the 0.23 retracement, so you can get a 0.382 retracement on a dead cat bounce. That's pretty cool.
Sure.
In the context that when you're talking about percentage-wise, that's a huge percentage, man.
Yeah.
You know? So.
And it might not be a dead cat bounce. I mean,
exactly.
Right.
No, that's what's so cool about it. Exactly. That you got both things going with it. And we know that Canopy, folks, if you're going to get into this pot business, is
they're the biggest player
my
out there,
take
right?
is that would be a good place to go because
They're the biggest
Constellation
one out
Brands, you know, got plenty of money. And this is going to be to me, it's going to be a money business. Well, yeah, actually, you know what? Hey,
are they
Mark,
Constellation?
Constellation, yeah.
Are they Constellation?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's who.
Okay.
Hey, let me ask you something, right? Like you're, okay, so you're in Colorado, so it's legal in Colorado, right?
Right.
Is it turning into a brand business? What has happened out there? Because I said to Tom, it seems to me like this is going to turn into a brand business after a certain point. Do you know what I mean? That different companies.
I mean, I really can't speak to that because I don't shop for it. It's hard for me to say, but I mean, I have heard that Constellation's going. I mean, they're going to start. I think they're going to start using it in drinks and.
Oh yeah, they are. Oh no, for sure, man.
Yeah.
For sure. And yeah, I mean that's real.
Yeah.
And I suspect it's going to turn in just like, you know, if you get a Chevis, you got a Glenlivet, you got. I mean, there'll be these different tastes that people like, but my take is that another 5 or 10 years from now, that's where this is going to be.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think from talking to people that I know, it's like these places, the places where you go buy this stuff, are busier on a regular basis now than liquor stores are.
Oh, for sure, man. Yeah.
I believe it. The trends seem to be going away from alcohol, man.
Right.
Just in general, you know.
This morning, folks, in the Wall Street Journal, the second section, it's the first year in 25 years that wine consumption has gone down.
Okay.
And it had to do with what you just said, Tommy, is it had to do not so much with the pot, but people are taking care of themselves more and drinking less booze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Okay, fire it up. Thanks, man.
Thanks, Mark.
Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The Gold Report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The Gold Report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the Gold Report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the Gold Report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow up 37, Nasdaq down 26, S&P's off 6.5. Well, that Dow pop didn't last long.
Yeah, not quite, right?
And listen, folks, as you come over to our website at TFNN, right on the front page, you're going to see a morning market report. Tommy's doing a morning market report now, and they're always great, but this is earnings season.
That's the idea.
If you want something quick,
these are fun. These are easy to write on a day like today, man. Usually I'll put some headlines and I'll expand a bit, maybe. Today it's all headlines, man. JP Morgan, Citi, Wells Fargo, Delta, U.S. consumer prices, and then you get
it's
in
like
here.
Cliff Notes for the stock market.
And so we got JP Morgan, you got their accolades, some highlights, you get the chart going into the open, you got Citi, $1.90 versus $1.84 revenue. They just crushed it, man. 18.3 versus 17.8. We got charts of Citi. You got Wells Fargo in there, 93 versus $1.12. They got the flip side, disappointing the market. There's your Wells Fargo chart. Delta, we didn't cover them as much, but $1.70 versus $1.40. They traded higher. You got the 9 a.m. update I did. U.S. consumer prices increasing 0.2% after climbing 0.3% in November. all the charts of the different equities, and then you get the VIX, bonds and notes, and then just the stocks. Tesla up there, Apple with some volatility, Morgan Stanley capitalizing on the banks, and then Tesla, man. I just pulled this up, right?
Netflix,
so what, excuse me, Netflix, thank you. What happened to Netflix, man? I think they got an upgrade, all the hype pre-market, and then they opened and they said, nah, not so much, man. We're not going there just yet. And actually negative for the day after being up at 347, Netflix at 336.
And then we get, I guess, well, the Oscars, the nominees came out, which helped Netflix.
Yesterday,
right?
definitely, they got two bids for Best Picture up there, right? So I'm sure they're hoping they can pull that one off.
Well, stay right there, folks. We got Think or Swim coming up next, and then Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Thanks, Bill.
Thanks, man.
Go get him, folks.